Hello my dear brothers, and the first thing that I want to say to you is that please don't repeat this company. Please don't play this way of the Ottoman Empire. This pass is just like a challenge. It has no sense to repeat it. If you want to play Ottoman Empire and build the Great Empire, play all passes except this pass. And I'll explain why. So before we start our campaign, we need to make a custom game rules, cause in this campaign we are not dependent only from ourselves, we are dependent on 3 countries. First of all is Russia, second one is Communion of France, and the third one is Union of Britain. I know it sounds strange, but yeah, we depend on them so much. So, to unlock the secret piece of the Ottoman Empire, you should have 3 options. First one is Savinkov in the Russia, the second one is the Maximists in the Union of Britain, and the third one is Surveillance in the Communion of France. So, Totalist and National Populist Russia. If you won't have these dudes in these countries, you won't complete the secret pass. And as always, let's start our campaign and enjoy!
Hazırım efendim! Harekete hazırım! Hazırım efendim! Emriniz yok mu? Hizalanın! Dikkat! Emirleriniz için hazırım! Hazırım! Beni dikkatle dinleyin!
This pass is just like a schizophrenia, and I haven't seen anyone recording this pass in the English-speaking HOI4 YouTube. I have seen it only in the Russian-speaking YouTube. So it will be something new to you. But the beginning of the company is just a regular Ottoman Empire. Let's start. I don't think that I need to describe you the situation in the Ottoman Empire before the First World Crack, cause, you know, Ottoman Empire was a sick man of Europe. They have lost a lot of their territories, especially in the Europe, and like before the World Crack the situation was almost catastrophic. The post-World Crack Ottoman Empire looks like, hey dude, I want to make reforms, I want to reform the empire and take back our greatness. But it's going not so good, we don't know our path, we can't choose the vectors, and let's develop Ottoman Empire somehow, some way, I don't know. It's just the situation of the Ottoman Empire. Sick man is still sick man, but we'll change it. I'll tell you only one spoiler. The forthcoming war with Arabs is gonna be just a funny joke, if we compare it with the scenes that we will have in the future. It will be just a funny war, very funny and very easy war. You will see in the future why I'm saying that and why I named this war as just a funny war. So, to bring the fraction that we need to support all laws that highs the popularity of the authoritarian democracy and Mustafa Kemal Pasha. So, the education decree, of course, will be passed. In the basis of the reformed code, we need to choose the Swiss Civil Code. Actually, as the based gigachad man, I don't like women rights and I won't approve it, but in this campaign we need to approve it. The game says that we need to do it, so we will do it, and this will hide the popularity of the authoritarian democracy. In this case, yeah, you can actually take the first option, but I can't recommend you to do that. I would choose the second option, but still you can choose the first one. And yeah, to unlock the secret option, the Mustafa Kemal must be shot. So if you go the first option, you shouldn't destroy the people who will kill the Mustafa Kemal Pasha. Actually, I didn't script it, but in the Italy we have 2 totalists, with the based man, with the bold man Benito Mussolini. Mussolini won't affect on our campaign, but still, it looks cool, like now the Third International is just alliance of the totalists. Totalist Britain, Totalist France and Totalist Italy. Based Third International. A sunny day in Izmir. It reminds me a sunny day in the Tiananmen Square in 1989, when nothing has happened. We all know that. But in the Turkey, in November 1936, tragedy has happened in Izmir. Our great leader, Mustafa Kemal Pasha or Atatürk, was killed by the terrorists. And this is a real tragedy. So now the Kemal's party has a lot of problems because of his death, and now we need to choose the future of the party. We can choose between the Ali Fuat Pasha and Ismet Pasha, and we need to choose as in real life. Ismet Pasha takes over the torch from Mustafa Kemal. He was a real leader of the Turkey, so it's a little bit historically. In the case of the Fevzi Pasha announces he is ambitious, he is our main military in the country, and he is actually our field marshal. He needs to take over the party leadership. And after that we will have a military coup in the Ottoman Empire, so the dark times are upon us. Now we have unlocked the Recall the Wallis, and in this pass you should search all focuses, and go into the lift the state of emergency, not to the consolidate the military dictatorship, because if you choose this option, the secret pass will be blocked. It's not necessarily, but I would recommend you to search this focus too, because in the future it would be blocked, but it have a lot of cool stuff in there, so I would recommend you to search it. And finally we see Savinkov in the Russia. So all has worked okay. National Populist Russia? Hi dear. And here we got the Second American Civil War. Hi dear Americans. It would be interesting. Oh shit, camel wrestling for the Air Force. I love camels so much. Camel is actually cool. Remember that when I said that I would like to make a campaign as the French Republic when we will liberate the mainland France with the camels. I know what I'm doing, cause camel wrestling is an epic scene. May the best camel win. I trust in every camel. We like camels a lot. If you respect camels, right now put the like on this video, and I'll understand that you respect camels. Puerto Rico be like, hola gringo, I'll see you in the next life. Goodbye United States, United Stupid States of America. An expansion of the Third International is just going to the sky. Look, they have 3 new allies, and it's only the September 1937. Now they have the Helvetic Commune, Iberian Federation and Norwegian Union. Finally I can make this. I have enough political power and I have enough war support. Finally. Okay, I pull up, and Fevzi Pasha announces the end of the state of emergency. Goodbye, military dictatorship. We were glad to see you. Now the Ottoman People Party are ruling again. At this moment we have the war with Assyria, but anyway, in the elections 1937 we have this. Now the ruling party is in the war front, and we will have their own focus tree line, as you can see. And there we have opened up the secret pass, the Kadreist moment, and I'll tell you about this a little bit later. First we need to destroy Assyria. Easy capturing of Assyria be like, hey dude, no one is defending your capital, but we will defend it. And they have capitulated. First of all, you won't get this movement if there will be no national populists in the Russia, and if there will be no totalists in the Commune of France and in the Union of Britain. Cause Kadrist movement, you know how to explain it. It's like the mix of the national populism and the mix of the totalism. It's something like national Bolsheviks that wanted to continue the Kemalist movement. Like Kemalist movement mix plus national populism and plus totalism, because in the future we will have the coalition of the national populists and totalists in our parliament or government, whatever you call it. Cause look, after completing this focus we will have the popularity rising of the national populism, of the totalism and of the radical socialism. Now you can understand why we choose the Kemalist reforms, cause They be like, we respect Kemal, we respect his reforms, but he had some mistakes. Yeah, and what did they say to you? They want to embrace the social nationalism in the Ottoman Empire. But guys, please, if you will repeat this campaign, yeah, don't rush this option, please. Yeah, you can like take the cadres moment, but after that, don't rush to this, especially to fulfill the union of party and state. This is the bad option. If you will click this, it will change the whole campaign. And you will see why. Cause imagine, unification of the party and state. What can happen with the Ottoman Empire? Just guess in your mind. What can happen with the Ottoman Empire? Especially after the enact of the separation of the church and state. Imagine what will happen in the Ottoman Empire. The situation will be horrible. And I'm not even exaggerating saying this is gonna be horrible. You will see, you will just see. I'll say even more. Don't push the focus tree line, going to establish a committee of inquest, before you destroy the Cairo Pact. Of course, someone of you will say, Mika, I want to do it, I want to try it. You won't stop me, Okay, you'll deal. So before clicking to these focuses, nothing will change a lot. Just plain as the usual Ottoman Empire. And a little piece of advice. Don't build the Arabian lands. Build all infrastructure, factories, military factories only in the Anatolian Peninsula. Sorry brothers, with the secret campaign I forgot to say the most important thing, our population. Now our population is 28 million people living in the Ottoman Empire. Just imagine in the modern Turkey with the modern borders, we have the population like 85 million people or what? And now let's read a little bit about the Cadres movement. Based on the writings of the Cadre paper, there has been a push by the radicalists within the OHF to follow the examples of a European nation and discard with the notion of a liberal parliamentary democracy as the ideal. Striving for populism, heavy state control and the creation of vanguard to lift up the ignorant masses, their message is finding a welcoming ear amongst the squabbling OHF elite. And that's why I'm saying that you shouldn't search it right now, cause look, in every own state, unrest will increase and you'll have a lot of political debuffs. There will be a lot of debuffs and a lot of unrest, so please don't go there right now. Incorporating the Cadres movement, it's quite enough for now. The second war in this campaign is the war against the Kurdistan. Now let's destroy Kurdistan. Question that disturbs me is that who is gonna be the next one? And I have such a cool surprise. The next war is gonna be with the Sultanate of Egypt, cause they have invaded this country. I just don't remember its name, but okay, the Cairo Pact looks like this right now. Soon the Republic of Iran will join too, so we need to prepare at least. I don't know how, but we need to prepare to this war. At least from all bad news that we have a good news, and it's the joining to the war of Azerbaijan. He has just his own problems with Republic of Iran, so they should deal with each other like in the gacha. They need to find who is the boss of this gym. Armenians got trapped in the north part of Armenia. Minus Armenia. What about Batumi? I had to give it to the Georgia. You will understand why. It's a very good move from my side. And now we can launch our attacks on the Egypt. Cause now we will have a normal front line. It's just my tactic from 2018 how to defend the Ottoman Empire and after that destroy everyone cause of their stupidness. And Armenia will be assimilated. Now we can just easily capture Syria, take back Damascus and probably go right to the Suez Canal. Plus one encirclement. Oh shit, Hail has fucked up us. But we will deal with them a little bit later. Now we need to destroy the Iranian forces and do something normal with our front line. Finally, Iran has capitulated. So Azerbaijan has took what they wanted and other territories are going to be mine. Bye bye Iran. And now we have only one front line. Easy one more encirclement in Medina. Goodbye Egypt, cause we have reached Africa in the February 1940. And that means that Egypt is going to capitulate. Goodbye Cairo Pact. And this Ottoman Empire, it's actually a cool one, Ottoman Empire. And what about our population right now? Right now our population is 61 million people living in the Ottoman Empire. But it's not the end of the Ottoman expansion. Now Russians have started the war against the German Empire, and that means that Second World Crack is going to start right now at the end of the May 1940. June 1940, the King of France declared war on the German Empire. Now I think that it's a right time to start searching this focus tree line. First of all, we will have the Emancipation Vanguard, and we will cooperate with the Third International, yeah. We like pushing for the woman emancipation. I dislike it, but still, we have to do it. Oh, and after that we will search the dawn of the Ottoman Renaissance, cause look at these buffs. I need them. I really need them. Plus 30% of stability, and plus 1 research slot. Isn't that great? And now schizophrenia starts to rise, cause we will have a lot of debuffs and unrest. That not a schizophrenia, yeah? That's logical, but we will have like the National Populist Party rule, yeah? And they will have the coalition with the Totalists. Cause see, the Totalists will join the coalition with the National Populists. So the first step of our politics is nationalize the basic industries. Also, the Kemalists made massive strides in their plans to bring the state economy under government control. They have clearly not gone far enough. All basic industries, tobacco, textile, minerals, oil, banks, and much more are to be immediately brought under the government commissions, which will determine the new, better course of the Ottoman economy. You will see that it's a real one mix of the national populism and totalism. In economy, it's more to the leftists and to the government control. And just look at our stability. I love it so much. The next step is embrace social nationalism. Where Western society was already too late and where Russia struggled, the Ottoman Empire provides a solution to the issue of the bourgeoisie. Strongly believing that the empire doesn't yet have a well-established middle and upper class, also many disagree, the cadreists believe that it's the perfect place to work towards a classist society wherein all can be truly equal, united behind the banner of the sublime port. You can agree with that, you can disagree with that, but we will search it, and this will be our politic. And we'll have a daily totalist support. And the next step is gonna be disliked by the whole population of the Ottoman Empire. Even by Turks, cause we're going to separate the church and the state. If the empire is ever to advance towards a secular institution, we have to take decisive action against the various religious organizations, showing their opposition to the reforms. The Sufi Orders form the most significant hurdle in this, as they not only de facto control Eastern Anatolia, but have direct contacts with the Caliph, who they utilize to remain in the power. No more. So the whole Islamic population of the Ottoman Empire will hate us for that, cause we say like, fuck you Islam. And now you can see what is actually happening in our empire. It's cool, yeah? Isn't it great? What is happening? Just look at the Libya, look at the Syria, or look at Iraq, look at Medina and other parts of our empire, of our lovely empire. So after searching this focus, there will be no step back. Fulfill the union of party and state, such as the populists in Russia have achieved. There can no longer be a difference between party and state. The party will form now on become the state and have the complete monopoly on any and all government matters. The Caliph, a puppet soon to be turned down, will be allowed to keep his crown, but all reactionaries still standing will be brought to swift justice. Seems to be a great trial in the Ottoman Empire, yeah? Maybe some of you have already guessed what will happen in the Ottoman Empire in the next 2 months. Remember when I said to you that it's gonna be crazy? We have a uprising of the whole empire, but it's not even the end. I'm not holding my forces for no reason in the Adrianople. So now the situation for the whole empire is catastrophic, plus Greece has took my islands, the Dodecanese and the Aegean Islands. So there is no sense to play the Ottoman Empire by this way. And you now understand why. And like 27 divisions of my army have disappeared. And now I need to fight with all of them with these forces. But still I can make a lot of divisions, and of course I'll do that. And I don't know why, but with us has left only one province, it's Khuzestan. And yeah, we have two Kurdistans, Anatolian Kurdistan and a main Kurdistan. Strange situation, but still. But if you have prepared good enough, as me, you will deal good with all of that. Oh, and a good part of them have joined the Cairo Pact. Again, so we have like the second war with the Cairo Pact, yeah? But in the bad position, in the very bad position. Okay, so I'm not sure, but probably the moment when everyone with who you have border will declare war on you, probably it was fixed in the latest update. To that moment, Georgia, Kingdom of Greece and other countries would declare war on me, but they didn't actually do that. But you know, it makes game even more easier right now as the Ottoman Empire. Why not? Minus first enemy, minus Anatolian Kurdistan, minus Armenia. And well, if you are prepared to this war good enough, it won't be so hard to you. You will easily restore the modern Turkish border and after that go down to destroy the Cairo Pact. It's not so hard. Minus Kurdistan. And what about Iraq? Iraq can actually do nothing with us and nothing to us. They will just capitulate in a few days. Whoa, just look at this encirclement. Isn't it great? Syria plus Iraq plus a lot of divisions. Oh, and Egypt, hi there. So now Egyptian and other forces are trapped in Arabian lands. So Egypt has capitulated and with it have capitulated a good part of the Cairo Pact. Goodbye, traitors. Oh, and in the February 1942 we have almost cleared Iran from the traitors of the Ottoman Empire. So the last betrayer has died. It was the Tripolitanian Republic. So in a half of a year all betrayers have died and the Ottoman Empire is finally reunified. Again. Now, when peace has come to the Ottoman lands, we have the most interesting option. Alliance with Russia. It's the only way to unlock this option. And they always agree. The Russian state has agreed to our offer and from here on out, we are the newest member of the Moscow Accord. You can screen that actually, cause Ottoman Empire has joined the Moscow Accord. The cringiest alliance of the whole history. Imagine that before you had the 12th Russo-Turkish War, the last war was the Great War, and now you are friends forever. It reminds me of the modern history when Russians and Turks be like, hey, we are brothers, yeah? Yeah. So the national populist, totalist Ottoman Empire now are brothers with the Russians. Well, that's actually the old gameplay, but we won't stop on it. Let's help Russians to destroy Austrian Empire and the German Empire. Cause yeah, after the second war with the Cairo Pact and other bullshit, like the history of the Ottoman Empire will end right up here. But still I have a few focuses to search and I really want to help Ottomans to destroy everyone, so let me prepare a little bit and after that we will invade everyone and even help our Serbian brothers. It's so cringy, the whole Ottoman Empire is just, what the fuck is going on, what the hell is that? Mix of the totalism and national populism. Yeah. The closest regime to the ours, it's probably the regime of the Benito Mussolini. A little bit reminds me that, but he is more leftist than us. So now let's join the war against the Rex Pact, cause we need to help Russians to destroy Georgia, as well as we need to destroy Bulgaria, Kingdom of Greece, and help them on the Ukrainian front line. Well, It looks funny, but yeah, Ottomans will help Russians to destroy Germans. Kaiserreich can really surprise me. Now we are pushing Greece pretty easily. Let's liberate them and take two lands too, cause we need to take back Karjali and Western Thrace. That's mine territories. Oh shit, it's February and March 2022. Russians have captured Kherson and now go into the Zaporizhzhia Oblast to capture Melitopol. Oh, and we have very cool encirclements in the Balkans. The current situation in the Europe looks like this. Russians don't even have the main connection with the front line in Germany, Lithuania, Latvia, but they still are moving to the Berlin. Russians are crazy. Now Ottoman forces are even liberating Transylvania from the Austrians. And no, it's not the 17th or 16th century, it's 20th century. And we're helping Romanians, not expanding our own empire. Oh, and actually, yeah, Albania was independent in the new lands, and I have fully captured it, so Albania is gonna be my puppet. Plus, they are Muslims, so they must be under our control. Yep, and now we have our own colony in the Balkans. Even Uyghurs fight in the Bosnia. We didn't capture Vienna in the 17th century, but we will do it in the 20th century. And finally Vienna is gonna be under our control. Goodbye Germany. But it's not the end for the Reichspakt, cause Austrian Empire is still alive. I'll just take some parts of the Azerbaijan and Georgia. That's all. And I would like Russians to give me Highland Karabakh, cause you know, our border will look much more better with the Highland Karabakh under mine control. Plus, it will be the whole control under the Armenia. And there we have is in the real life countries as the Western and Eastern Germany, but they have switched sides, cause now in the West we got the German Democratic Republic or the Socialist Republic of Germany, and in the East we got the Prussia with the national populists. And finally, this is the collapse of the Austrian Empire. Good job, my brothers. And yeah, the partition of the Austrian Empire looks like this, so we have divided them with the Russian brothers, but Yugoslavian territories I'll give to the Serbia, and Greece is gonna be my own puppet. And we have also gained a new territories, it's Western Thrace and Karjili. Ottoman Empire has expanded on the Balkans too. So the sphere of influence of the Third International and of the Moscow Accord looks like this. Moscow Accord is doing good enough, and for helping my Russian brothers they gave me back the Highland Karabakh. And now look at my border. Isn't that awesome? I like it a lot. And also we've got the happy end for the Dominion of Canada, cause they are gonna be destroyed by our totalist brothers in America. Cause look at their forces, and look at the Canadian forces. Someone is going to die today, but it's not gonna be me. Russia has reunified their lands, we have reunified our lands. What else do we need? Oh, and now about our population. Now our population is almost 66.5 million people living in the Great Ottoman Empire. And our sphere of influence, look at this, it's awesome, it's very cool. And now Mr. Savinkov, Great Wurst, is our ally. So to me it's the great end of the video of the secret campaign of the Ottoman Empire. Please, if you like this video, put like. I'll appreciate it a lot, and write a comment about the secret path of the Ottoman Empire. So yeah, actually, bye.